What is going on, everybody? I know this is a big switch up from what I usually do, but there's a nerdy side of me that has been playing City Skylines since 2018, and well, I figured with the new update coming out tomorrow, recording this as of Sunday, March 24th, that it's time to hop back on the horse. Not only that, but provide some content for you guys regarding this game as well. Yeah, I think I'm just going to kind of block these episodes. We're going to do a Let's Play here, and I'm basically just going to block these episodes out into, what we did last time. So in this case, it's just going to be an overview of the map. Setting up some road layouts, setting up some zoning, getting everything ready, whatever the main project for that day is, and fixing all that up at the end. So yeah, I'm kind of learning as I go with this. It's really, really a lot different from most of my previous content, but just something I love. I'm super huge on, traffic and all that kind of stuff. So really think I'll enjoy this. We are here on this beautiful map. I will put the name and the creator up on the screen now, and it's just gorgeous. Honestly, when I first loaded up, my computer's a bit of a potato, unfortunately, so I had to go through and really take out some of these trees throughout here, but all these places that have trees were just jam-packed with trees. I mean, it looked great up here in the mountains, like in these streams and such. It just looked so good. But yeah, I had to go through and kind of tweak it a little bit, get rid of some of those, about 40% of the trees, just because, like I said, potato time. Hopefully it doesn't detract from the beauty of this map. It is super cool. Even like got some farms over here and everything. Just gorgeous. But yeah, so we're going to be running a decently modded playthrough here. I've got about 48 mods, I believe, and I'll have all those in the description if you'd like to check them out. And as I kind of go through, I'll talk about what they do as well if you see me using them. But yeah, it's just going to be, pretty much some basics, like some standards that personally I feel are necessary. And then also just some additional, nice little quirks and stuff that change the game up a little bit. Like we're being able to unlock all tiles. So that'll be nice. We can eventually, fill out this entire play space. And then also we are running the Old Start mod, which basically allows me to have trains and cargo right at the beginning here, just because, most cities aren't built and then they have, cargo and stuff. They usually are built around train lines and such, and they build up from there. Especially like you think of the Old West, they all had a train station and they had a railway that came through, and that was how the city got all their supplies. So yeah, as far as this map, let's take a look. So we've got this highway dividing on the edge here, comes in, power from the outside as well, and this beautiful custom interchange. I think this is so cool, and it splits off into two sides here. One bridge is over here. The other one, I really like this personally. So I am from the Midwest and currently live in a little bit of a hillier part of the Midwest, and this is exactly what you see. You see some guardrails. They split off if there's a big change in elevation, and there's usually trees and an island, and it's just so cool. Like, this is like looking at home. Comes through here, and then we've got this nice little park low here to start off the city. I think this road's a little big, my opinion, for starting a city, but it's okay. We're gonna make do with it. Kind of like your typical Midwest town of 10,000 people. This is what kind of road you'd typically see over here. And then I really like this interchange. I think I see us changing this in the future and kind of bringing this across, but for now it's super cool. And I think this is also pretty sweet too. This is all custom. I love to see a grid that starts, kind of along the coastline. So respecting the terrain, I really like that. And I think that this is just a really cool intersection here. But as we keep going, a little bit of a windy area here along with this train, and it comes into this really cool, just kind of, I love all the detailing that he did here as well. And this is perfect for building later. And yeah, I think this is really interesting. I would hate to be a guy coming in right here, having to take a left here, because that's kind of a blind left, but we'll get around to this when we get around to it. And I think this through street's super cool, but I don't know, like if somebody's not paying attention, they might get smoked. But yeah, just coming around, I think it's an absolutely gorgeous map. This beach looks so realistic. Coming over here, I love this bridge here, just with the trees, like, it just feels like Minnesota. Yeah, I love this windy road is here. It's just, overall, it's such a gorgeous map. I really think that the creator did a great job with this, and it was actually his first custom map, so I applaud you, man. I think we're gonna go ahead and get started here. So starting off, I think what I want to do is first get our grid laid out, just for the city, kind of get that backbone for our first town started. This is going to be, I'm kind of going to base this honestly off my hometown. I got it pulled up on Google Earth over here. And that's what we're going to be doing. As far as contour, I'm going to want to follow kind of along this edge here. This kind of dips down a little lower. Have road, follow along this, like that. And then I think this would here down to this historic road that was already here. Right. Honestly, right out there. And then I think this would become more cul-de-sac neighborhood area, and these would link up. Get to that here in a second. I just want to start off with this first. I think that this cloverleaf is a more important interchange over here than this. I think this is going to be more residential. I think this is going to be more industrial. Looks like we have train as well. It's coming in through a bridge, which is interesting. So I think we're going to honestly just extend this bridge over top. This will come through. And we'll have a train station maybe down in this divot over here. Not too sure yet. Let's go ahead and finish this road out. Yeah, that's fine. So then I think through here, start the grid. So I think we would have 2 grids that would connect up right here, and this would probably end up being city center, park, maybe what the city is known for. Maybe it's a medical institute or some sort of school, possibly. Go ahead and start that grid. That looks pretty good right here. Now businesses are going to be able to make the most out of this opportunity right along the highway here. That's going to be huge. You know, you'd have your Target, Hobby Lobby, Dollar General, all those things would be along this street here. Maybe even some restaurants, your McDonald's, maybe a Cracker Barrel, Red Robin, all that would just love to be right along this highway here. Go ahead and continue with the zoning grid. We've got our base grid down. I honestly just love the look of this frontage road here. This may become something different, but honestly there's something really similar to this in my hometown. So yeah, we'll see where we go with that for now. But I think what I'm going to do now is come through here and just delete about every other connection, just because we want this to be an arterial. Then we can focus on these coming through here as collectors, kind of get that road hierarchy going. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. I think that's going to greatly improve our traffic flow through here. You know, instead of having all those stoplights every other, that'll be a much, much better situation for these residents. Now, as far as over here, I think obviously with this beach, either this is going to become a touristic beach or we're going to have houses, big houses along this beach. With the new DLC coming out tomorrow, again, as of March 24th, I think that could be cool, but honestly, I'm not very flattered by those assets. So I think we might turn this into a tourism beach, and along this we'll have some shops. And so I think that over here, this is going to become some sort of sector for offices and, you know, your commercials like your McDonald's and your Wendy's, maybe some other things just like gas stations, all that sort of thing. I think that's what would fill in this space over here. So let's go ahead and start that up and just see what we can make. I might delete some things, add some things, I'm just going to see what we can do through here and play around. So as you can see, we've kind of made this little, almost like business park, commercial park. There's some things like this in multiple Midwest cities, especially kind of like the smaller ones. Think like your Iowa cities, your Peorias, your Bloomingtons. They sort of do this thing where they'll have like this park. So we'll put up the zoning here. And so they'll basically put restaurants, shops, things like that in here. And then they'll have a little park just for people. And then they'll have their big box office, their Hobby Lobbies, their Staples, all that kind of thing in these little areas. And this right here is for parking. So over here you can kind of see we're going to have, you know, like you can think a Target, a movie theater, all that kind of stuff along this, and then parking in the center here. And we can fill this in with landscaping or surfaces, whatever. Same thing here. You know, we can put some landscaping here. My only question is, do we want to do something similar with this road here? That's my only question, because I would really love to, but I also know we could just zone this and then we have a little bit of space to play with and everything wouldn't be so crowded. Because I also want to be able to fit in service roads in behind once we zone everything in. I want to do that after. So yeah, I'm not too sure right now. I think we'll get around to that. Another thing I wanted to point out, super cool asset. I forget who it's by. I'm going to throw it on the screen right now. But yeah, basically we can put this retention basin in, and what's going to happen here is as the seasons progress, you know, as we have snow melt, this is going to fill up. If we rain a lot, it's going to fill up. But if we're dry for a while, no rain, no snow, it gets hot, it's actually going to go down. So it's like a retention basin. It's pretty cool. That's actually what a lot of these parks are in the middle of a bunch of these commercial spaces. It kind of takes in, you know, what you typically see for parking lots where they have that little pond next to them. That's for retaining water, excess water. It has a place to flow. It doesn't pool up in the parking lot. So that's exactly what this pond is going to act like, theoretically, for this business park, commercial park here. So we're going to go ahead and finish with the road layout along here, and then I think we're going to move to our next section. So stay tuned. I think that looks pretty good. That's going to give us ample space for being able to do some stuff with trees, and I think that this kind of created a really nice looking lot for some commercial. So when we zone our commercial, it's mostly going to go over here, and some of it's going to come in along here as well. While we're over here, let's go ahead and throw in our parking lots, you know, get them ready, and yeah. I think this is going to be shopping center over here. You know, you think your big parking lots, and I think over here we're going to have more family-owned businesses, you know, commercial type of shops. I'm going to come through and just give, I think, one attachment through here just so that we're kind of covering our bases. There we go. Like that better. We can have commercial all through here. Kind of just mom and pop shops, that type of thing. Yeah. All right. So we got our residential area set up. The grid looks sharp. And then I really like this business area here. Built-in park, ready to go. We'll kind of attach path points to this edge here as we see fit, and also throw some parking in here once we have it. Now, as far as industrial, we have a train coming over here. Industrial would be great just having it on the opposite side of the highway. I don't know that that's what would happen because of these hills. I don't think industrial is going to want to go up in there. Actually, you know what we should do? We should test where our wind is coming from. So our wind is blowing this way, so that would be terrible. All of our residents would be very, very mad. So I think we're going to put it over here. I think that's going to look great. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get industrial set up over here. I don't know why I said that. That was weird. Okay. layout complete. I like what we got going so far. I think let's start on some city services and honestly get this show on the road. I'm excited. Now, I do want to note, it looks like we have some sewage coming from outside. That's great. We don't have to pollute our water, and we can wait until we get that advanced treatment plant. As for electricity, I would like to make our own, but I don't want to use a coal power plant. Electricity, we got water on this beautiful aquifer here, and it's nice. It's right next to that retention pond, so it's great. Okay, now for the big one. We're gonna go ahead and zone in our town and just see how it comes in. We might play some whack-a-mole to change out some things that we get, but overall I'm excited to see what this turns out looking like. So without further ado, here we go. Zoning in Proctor County. Run into a sewer problem. Let's go back here. I thought these sewers... Yeah, these sewers connect all the way out to the end, so I'm not sure what the sewer problem is. I wonder if we can just kind of fix that. I know that's kind of cheating with anarchy here. I apologize. I just want to make sure that that is something that we can export. Doesn't look like it's... There must be a break somewhere along here, so let's go ahead and try to find that. I think that's what it is. It's right here, not wanting to... Kind of janky, but there we go. Okay, so that was the problem right there. Now we're all good to go. All right, let's get back to zoning. I'm just gonna leave that. Whatever, they can be smaller homes. I'm trying to get everything aligned, but that one was being a poop. Okay, and as I was looking at more by 5, I just use Ploppable Rico there to check out which ones are kind of that wall-to-wall thing without parking lots. Let's check this out. We got loans, map tiles, some statistics, and we got some row housing. As far as roads, we've got a bunch of things going on here. And then, of course, we have medical clinic, cemetery, and garbage. So my big thing, honestly, is that progression. And immediately, this is terrible, but advanced road services. Now we can control our zoning using some keys, and we can also put in our parking finally. So let's go ahead and do that. Yeah, let's do it now. Oh, and I'm an idiot. We don't get parking yet. We're going to have to wait for a little bit. So for now, this is just going to look weird. But the good thing is we do have our zoning here, so we can fix some of these areas. So we're going to do that here. You know, I think a good place for the medical, honestly, might be right around here. See what it looks like if we maybe give itself a campus. It should have room to progress. Let's go ahead and do that. There we go. That took a little bit of time, but I think it looks nice now. This will eventually be upgraded into a little ambulance spot, and then our parking will be here. So it'll look nice. We can get some landscaping going near the end, and I really like that. And there we go. Small village. Let's see what we got going here. Oh, that's a mod. All right, some more loan. Hopefully we don't need it. Some medium density. We got education. That's great. And of course, development. Now we have 2, and we can get some parking. And I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna continue to outsource our garbage management until we can get to a recycling center. So yeah, let's go ahead and get parking. I'd like to finish what I was doing here quick with this path. That's really weird. Yeah. Okay, we'll come back to that. I'm not wanting to deal with that right now. Might have to deal with it now after all. Wonder if we can just anarchy this for now. Yeah, okay. We're just gonna do that. Sorry, not sorry. Because it looks just fine. Alright, quick save. And I think also gonna come in here with another path. Maybe just kind of get this going a little bit. Just make that look nice. And I think we'll do the same thing over here. Just to give it, you know, make it look a little nicer. Oh, that was a bad fragment right there. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. Looks great. I think we could even with this one. Perfect. Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay, park's coming along. Now, let's go ahead and add some parking. Let's do it. Why not? Now, I know there is a way to make custom parking lots using the dev tools. I'm not really in the mood, so I guess if you guys want a tutorial on that, I can do that, but I would really just check out Soli or Kodiak the Kodiak on that. They did some really good job with that, so I'm not even gonna meddle in their territory. But we might go around and do that later, you know, if I'm feeling like re-up in this area in the future. But for now, I think that looks really good. Honestly, I think that looks great. I think we add some trees through here, and this place is gonna just be totally lively. So yeah, I'm really happy with this. What came through here. I think maybe we add path in here just because have it. Those people would be very happy. There we go. Gorgeous. Love it. And now, honestly, people are going to be able to walk from their homes, you know, along this pond. I can see people fishing this, obviously, as fishermen, but people are going to walk from their homes to this pond over here to, you know, all these places that would normally you wouldn't want to walk around. It'd be kind of weird, but yeah, no, I'm stoked with that. I wish I would have made these the right size, because that's what I was hoping for. Looks like I screwed the pooch on that one, so I guess we'll just go ahead and go with these. That'll do for now. We'll come in here with our pathway. You know, no, let's do an alleyway. Much better. Looks good. And then we'll get parking for Med Clinic over here, and that should be parking everywhere we need it. Oh, we're about to hit another milestone. Ah, I don't like that there. Here we go. Oh, it's so close. That's funny. I think we'll just add some low residential through here. And then I'd like to see a pathway. And then, honestly, this looks like it would be set up for a train. Oh, and here's this. So let's check this out. All right, so we got fire, we got police. How many dev points? We got 3 dev points now. So I think that's honestly gonna go here. Let's check out what we got quick. Could go water treatment. That way we don't have to sell our wastewater anymore, or I guess buy out wastewater. Could go crematorium as well, because I know the death care becomes a problem. What's this, 2 and 1? That's gonna be the way to go. But if we do the highways, then we can get our cargo. We put a lot into roads. I think we should continue focusing on our infrastructure. Let's see what else we got here. Train's already unlocked for the most part. Cargo terminal would be nice, and I think it'd be cool, but I think we focus on money making now. We can worry about cargo terminal later. Let's be smart with this. Now, I would love to see a train come through here and just honestly kind of break this neighborhood up. I think that'd be super cool. Or even through here. And then I don't know, it could why not come through here. Maybe I should have planned that out prior, because that would look so cool. You know, you think to have a train line through here? But we could also do a nice park dock here with a path. So that's kind of tough. I feel like the train line in real life would just go along the highway. It'd be right here, to be honest. That's just a perfect place. I think we'd have our terminal here, and I think that there would be something that split off, and then it would come along the highway over here. That's what it would do. So I think let's do a park. Let's do a park here. It's the most realistic. Well, it's not the most realistic. Honestly, a train line going through here would be so cool, but I just don't think we can do it right now. I think we're just gonna do some sort of little wavy path. This could be for, you know, the people at the medical clinic that need to get a breath of fresh air, for patients' families that would just like to go and, like I said, get a breath of fresh air, just be out in nature, step away for a bit. I know that it can be a really tough situation for families, so having something like this would be super nice, honestly, and probably a big part of this community. It's kind of weird. We almost need an access road back here for these guys too. I'm gonna see if I can fit that in quick. If not, I'll remake our path. Oh, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, cutting a little closer. Let's move this back. That go, and we can add a point of attachment here, so that people on their break, you know, instead of smoking, can instead come out and enjoy wildlife, or they can come smoke in wildlife, you know, whatever. That looks janky though, so I'm gonna... And when we go ahead and detail, we will get some trees out here and make it look nice. I don't want an alleyway, I want a pathway. I'm really struggling right now. 180, boom, connect. There it is. That looks much better. Uh-oh. High rent, that is an issue. People are not gonna be happy. We have what, lack of workers, looks like. High skill, well, we can bring this people in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some row homes in here. I think what we'll do is kind of get a few, because I want to stagger this. I want to get some commercial in here as well. But I think some row homes along these paths would be nice. I think on the corners of the roads, for the most part, we should leave this open for commercial. Corner shops, I think this entire thing, let's go commercial. Sites here on the end. Corner shops once again. Row home here on the end. We'll get a couple this time. And then I think over here, this would be row homes. Like that. I think park back here. I'd like a park here, because we are going to have commercial up the wazoo. We should probably actually add more of while we're here. Okay, let's go ahead and get also medium density, just some really small buildings, maybe some 2x2, well, I want to fill up the space, but something like that, just nice and small, not too big. Do need a fire department. I think it would be here somewhere. Let's see what contouring looks like over here. Does this go down? It goes down a little bit, huh? So we'd need a slope. Kind of do some terraforming through here. I want this to be a harbor just because it's over by our industrial. So, and actually, let's do one more industrial. I get sidetracked so easily. I'm like looking at where we should put the fire department, and then I'm automatically back to doing this commercial stuff. Oop. probably get a police station. I think let's get a campus for our services kind of going. Could probably do that here. Just kind of come off this grid here, make this look interesting. So. Oh, that looks really cool. Yeah, I like that a lot. Some trees through here, and it almost looks like an old railway that we kind of transformed it into a park and city service center. I'm really digging this. I think this looks great. I'm really glad that I decided to go that route. Looks good. Okay, let's go out and finish our main drag here. Oh, there we go. That always scares me every time. But that's nice. I think that, honestly, that mansion would look great right over in here, kind of near this bay, or maybe out on this point. So that'll definitely fit in here for sure. I know we said this was going to be commercial, but it's like a perfect little parcel for a school. Do you want to see, does it fit better in here? No. So I like this. And I think, okay. Hear me out on this one, all right? I'm gonna do that. Oh, and there we go. We're moving along nicely. Let's really quickly check this out. We got district creation. That's gonna be super nice. Policies. We're not playing with disasters. I know, I'm crazy. Some low rent housing, so that'll help out with that. Some offices. And we got parks, so that's awesome. And we also have 4 developmental points now, so we can do highways and fix up our trains. But yeah, let's go ahead and do this. Call me crazy, but I have an idea. Just something funky, right? Give it some life, give it some breath. I'd like to see just one small lot because it's only going to be the teachers. Let's do that. Sorry, dogs. Parking comes first in America. Okay, so just like that. Perfect. Looks great. And then I think this would ideally connect up here. Yeah, and this makes it look like its own actual thing. So I really like that. We're losing a little bit of money, but we'll come back around to that. It'll be okay. So let's finish zoning in our commercial. let's go ahead and we're going to move on to some detailing. Let's do it. Let's detail. I'm excited. We're going to use some dev tools. It's going to look really good. So first off, I think we're actually going to start with the elementary school, and I want to pull all of these surfaces and make this look like it's all part of one parcel. Okay, now that is really cool. I tried to make a, oh, what are they called? A desire path, and honestly, that came out so cool. I might make more of those around the city. Because I figured, you know, they only had this one down here, but I didn't really want to add another one. And so people down here that wanted to get in this park, they would totally do this. So yeah, that came out really cool. I think I'm going to add more of those around the city right now. Okay, so this kind of sucks. As I was making this desire path, I accidentally lost, yeah, all of that work that I did through here that you saw took me a while. Unfortunately, it backed all the way back to here. So, honestly though, I don't hate this. I kind of like the darker grass. I'm gonna go through and just see if I can, you know, change this to grass on the outside here. Ah, yeah, and that made it look really weird. I don't really want to do all the work that this takes. I kind of like that darker green, honestly, if we can just fix up the edges. So we'll get around to that another time. I'm not going to focus on that anymore right now. It's just kind of irritating me. But, yeah, we still have a crime scene over here, but we do have our police station, so... interesting. Yeah. Okay, guys, I think that's going to do it for me. But first off, there is one thing that we absolutely need to do, and that is shut up, Chirper. Oh my goodness. I don't even know where it is. We're going to find it. Here it is. Interface. Turn that off. Okay. Nice. I'm really happy with how this came out. This honestly looks so Midwest small town. It's ridiculous. I'm excited to unlock highways and get this elevated, and I think next episode we're also going to focus on getting this set up with the train and cargo. But for now, I think this looks great. I'm really happy with this park that we created. I'm super happy with this, honestly. This came out really cool. A lot, honestly, about what I was expecting, and I'm just really happy with that. I think we have some work to do still over here, and we'll get around to that next time. But for now, yeah, even this elementary school just looks so good. So I'm really happy with this town. This is honestly probably my favorite build so far in Cities 2. So I'm really excited to see the future of this. And for now, appreciate you guys joining me for this journey. If you like this content, make sure to subscribe, like, comment what you thought was cool about this video, comment some changes that you'd like to see, and please just let me know. If you have any ideas for naming of these roads for next episode or for the naming of this small town in Proctor County, please let me know. Without further ado, let's go ahead and skip over some B-roll, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. See ya.